Whoa, 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 what is going on, my nieces and nephews? Welcome to Fun Uncle. This is my first live episode here on the LADZ City network. And in today's episode, we are talking about the liquidation sale that just took place over the weekend. Wowie wee wow. I want to have a moment of silence for everyone who traded with leverage or did any margin trading. Just a little... we're so sorry. Ouch, ouch. We all feel the pain. But hey, that's showbiz, right? That's life in cryptocurrency, and lessons are sometimes learned in blood. And so I am very sorry for all of you. If that sounds great to all you guys, why don't you stay tuned for the rest of this episode? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what just happened, okay? Let's just dive right on into the charts and take a peeky boo at things, okay? Here they are. Let's just zoom on out for starters. This is my favorite thing to point out on the markets is what was the top, okay? What was the top number? Was it 69,000? Okay, all right. And what was the bottom number? Was it 420,000? 42,000? Was it a 420 number? And then 69 at the top? Oh my gosh, I smell some stinky, nasty collusions going on, okay? I smell something interesting happened there. Maybe it was so many people put in 69,000 as a sell order because that's funny. And then a lot of people put in 420 zeros as because they were like, that's pretty funny too. And so things shot back up as a result. And boy, oh boy, did they shoot back up. Let's get back in there. Things skyrocketed back up. And that just tells you that there's so many buyers at these prices that it couldn't stay there for long. And we're seeing some interesting rebounds, There's no such thing as V-shaped recoveries in this market. We will have Bart Simpsons and reverse Bart Simpsons galore. And so if we do want to see any kind of recovery or a full dead cat bounce out of this, it's going to take about 2 days for that reverse Bart Simpson to take place. But something I'm not doing is I'm talking to you guys in the chat right here. I want to say hi to everybody who's in the chat saying what up. All of my crowd favorites are here. Dude, Crypto Buffalo, thank you for being here. It worked. The stream worked. I figured it out. Thanks for all your support getting me to this point. Mylene, of course. We got Jason Moffat. Dude, legend. Thanks for being here. DJ Savage. You're a king. Thank you so much for showing up for my first live stream. You guys are the best. Thanks for being here. And this is proof that it's real. What did you say, $1.49? You got Phantom at $1.49? Dang, girl. I love those prices. So let's just dump right into the overall markets and talk about that a little bit. This is what happened, bloodbath. But Terra Luna, new all-time highs for Terra Luna? That ain't a bloodbath for Terra Luna. It's now in the top 10. Passing Dogecoin and Shiba. Wow, talk about a serious play. You cannot ignore that. That's awesome. And the other one worth considering is Polygon. Polygon was basically unshook by this whole dump. It didn't hit new all-time highs, but it was just like, yeah, whatever, dust the dirt off my shoulder. And the other one, the third one I want to mention right now is Ethereum. Ethereum, so you look at a Bitcoin down almost 11%, but Ethereum's just like, yeah, okay, right? And what's going on here is it's closing the gap. This has been a narrative that's been going on for several years now, is the hope that Ethereum will catch up with and maybe one day pass Bitcoin. And boy, oh boy, did this recent dip give it a serious leg up on Bitcoin. Hey, Forever Young, what's poppin'? Bitcoin's popping. that's what's popping. The conversation I know everyone's asking right now is, should I sell? Right? That's the narrative everyone's asking on TikTok, on Instagram, on Reddit, on Twitter. Everyone's just like, is this time to sell? Is the sky falling? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. First off, not financial advice. But what I'm also going to tell you is you don't want to sell unless you have a plan. Okay. Now, if your idea is, oh, I'm just going to sell and then wait and see what happens, that's not a plan. Okay. A plan is you selling and placing some buy orders, or you selling maybe your low cap coins and consolidating into larger cap coins that performed pretty well. Like maybe you're going to take a look at Terra Luna and Polygon and Ethereum if you didn't already have positions in those, not financial advice. The other thing I would let you consider is don't take my word for it. All right. If you're going to make that kind of decision, I want you to triangulate that opinion with a matrices of sources like the ones I'm about to show you. First off, fear and greed index is at 18. Last time we were this low was July of this year. You know what happened in July of this year? We shot up to new all-time highs. Worth considering. We're at 18 right now. The other rule of thumb is when other people are fearful, you should be greedy. And when others are greedy, you should be fearful. What are you saying right now in the chat? Jason Moffat, my Ape Kids Club are popping. Ooh, last couple of hours too. Yeah. See, and there's money to be made right now. You know, if you're daily cost averaging and diamond handing the dip, do not let this scare you. I think there is so much upside in this market. It may not be happening this month, but 2022, yeehaw! We got some bad FUD right now in the market. We got to work through. But let me finish this segment first. The other resource you want to check out is the Bitcoin long and shorts. I'm gonna actually give this a reset. We're watching this live, okay? Let's see how the long and shorts are doing. And it looks like generally people are just a little bit more short on Bitcoin and just a little bit more short on Ethereum. Let's zoom out even further on a 12-hour time scale. Man, it's close. Man, oh man, golly gee willikers, it's close. But this is just another one of those to consider. The next one is the crypto fair value. All right, so they say Bitcoin should be worth half of what it currently is. And what I extrapolate from this is that if Bitcoin ever reaches this level, sell the house, sell the car, sell your kidneys, sell your blood and your semen. Make sure not to mix them together because this is a buy price, okay? So if you ever see Bitcoin at this level, buy. Buy, do not pass go, do not collect $200. This is huge, but let's just look at the rest of them, all right? They think Ethereum should be worth half of what it currently is, but the real interesting one here is Cardano should be double what it currently is. Shrug emoji, what? They think that CRO should be worth about 20 to 30% more than it currently is. Hex should be double what it currently is. Binance coin should be 1/6 of what it is. Oh boy. So just again, do not make all your decisions just on this alone. Triangulate a bunch of other things. This is another one. You know, again, look at the time scale on things and look at how small our blip is on this chart. But really what this is showing you, my stupid face is covering it up. Whenever the market hits the red line, you want to sell. And whenever it hits the green line, you want to buy. And so we are just right in the middle being manipulated by FUD. And so it's hard to say. We were like straddling the line, and actually we were closer to the green line than anything else. And so it's just kind of telling me, okay, maybe we're more towards the buy side if I was just going based off this alone. But this one, oh boy, this one, look at this. Social media mentions. The price dipped and the mentions have skyrocketed, which means people are talking about it. They're like, wow, look at these prices. This is pretty, these are some pretty good prices, something worth considering. And maybe it's a good time to buy. Maybe these are good prices, or maybe everyone's just screaming the sky is falling. I don't know, right? There's a lot to consider, and I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am going to give you the resources to make those choices. Okay, so I would say, yeah, the best thing I can tell you is don't sell unless you have a plan, and buying, daily cost averaging, and diamond handing the dips has been the decision that's made people the most money in these markets. So just food for thought. DJ Savage, what are you saying right now? What scared you off the project? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, it wouldn't let you off 3 computers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think actually people had the same problem with the Matrix NFTs as well. These are all fun fads. My whole idea on NFTs currently is I think the 2-dimensional NFTs are fully diluted. I think as far as, 2-dimensional art is concerned, it all exists and we can't make any more of it. What really piques my interest in the NFT markets is 3D art. So if you find a great project that has 3D art, and I'm not saying like Mecha, whatever those things were, how that art was it was faux 3D, two-dimensional art where it looks 3D. I'm talking about actual art that you can spin around and look at the backside, look at the top, look underneath it in an augmented or virtual reality space. Those are NFTs that pique my fancy and get me going. Oh my God, the Detroit Lions won a game. You kidding me? Get out of town. I bet you the Seahawks are going to lose. But hey, let's dump right on into the news. How does that sound, huh? Everybody, what do you think about getting on the news? I'm excited for a little bit of news action. First off is we got to talk about what happened negatively is the Omicron variant. You know, everyone's pointing at the Omicron variant was the cause of a lot of the FUD right now. This is what's scaring people is it's in the States right now. It's mutated to the point where the current vaccine doesn't work for it, and that's shaking people in their boots. They think the sky is falling. But the sky was also falling in March of 2020. You know what happened after March of 2020? New all-time highs. So I think that any excitement that could be extrapolated from this bad news might already be priced into the market. You know, I think that the bottom has already been set, and all we really got to do is confirm it. And the Omicron variant is about as scary as it can get. I think there's no more bad news that can come from the Omicron variant than just the fact that it exists, and we should be mildly worried. I would say stock up on toilet paper, right? Is the only thing. Is that all we've learned so far? Like I mentioned in the intro, $2 billion of cryptocurrencies were liquidated. So what happened was so many people had been trading with margin, or they had bought all these longs expecting, 75,000 to creep around the corner, and the shape-shifting lizard elites who control the markets dumped on them. They decided to shake them out, cash their checks, and now there's a lot of people licking their wounds right now. And so this is just a cautionary tale. Don't trade with margin, and if you do, get in, get out. Do not leave your margin trade sitting for weeks or months at a time. That is where you gotten a little greedy. People who let their margins sit out for that long. You were just licking your capitalist gums, hoping for some more sweet sugar to come your way, and you just got to be happy with the profits you made. What else we got here? Oh yeah, China's Evergrande. It's funny. I put together these news articles. I keep forgetting. Yeah, Evergrande. Back in 2008, there was a company called Lehman Brothers that defaulted on their loans and their debts, and it was the catalyst for the 2008 financial crisis. People are speculating that China's Evergrande is going to be a similar situation where as soon as they default, this is a massive real estate company that will crumble. And in the same way that rising tides raise all ships, massive countrywide tsunamis will bring down all other financial institutions. And so this is something we seriously got to keep our eye on. China is going to bail them out, we're hoping. Yeah, Evergrande does sound like a new Taco Bell option. The Doritos Evergrande. Spicy con queso loco. Yes, Jason Moffat, you nailed it once again. You gentle soul, you. Here's the other one is Schumer is trying to get this new social spending bill passed by December 13th. So we've got another week of potential FUD ahead of us. Kat, put my tinfoil hat on here. What I think is going on is in order to get these bills passed, they got to scare the population, right? They got to put a lot of fearful propaganda out in the news so us individual citizens go, please, big government, please, can you help us out? And then big government goes, okay, I guess we'll hastily slop this bill across the table to rescue everybody's Doritos con queso locos. So that's pretty much what's going on here. This is a bill that they're throwing together to the lowest bidder with the least amount of effort possible. And it's also kind of a bummer that our government is ran by people who probably shouldn't have driver's license. So yeah, those people are putting together a bill that has billions, if not trillions of dollars in it of our money, that they're going to spend in a lackadaisical way. I think most of the money is going to go into building underground bunkers for our billionaire elites to hide out in while we are fighting the future Civil War / World War III. But hey, that's just me talking. That's just your fun uncle talking, you know? I'm just blowing hot air just talking about things that may or may not happen. Who knows? And then the crypto exchange Bitmark was hacked. $200 million was wiped off the table. What's $200 million among friends, you know? Which is a cool $200 million, especially when we're considering, $2.5 billion in retail longs were liquidated. $200 million, that's it? That's all? Why be afraid? But really what I think I'm trying to convey here is that it wasn't just one thing. All right. We had the Omicron virus on top of the COVID variant is shaking people in their boots. We had the liquidations take place. We had Evergrande is about to collapse. We have Schumer trying to pass this bill next week, and all kinds of hacks. And that's not to mention all of the rug pulls that took place in a variety of different NFTs and what we might call shit coins or Shiba coins. Yeah, $5 to $10 trillion bill. Are you kidding me? It's $5 to $10 trillion. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but what's $5 to $10 trillion, right? What is that? Who even cares? Aren't we like $30 trillion in debt? So what does it even matter, right? We also have Britney Spears is allowed to drive herself. Yeah, free Britney. Hey, why worry about this $5 trillion bill when Kim Kardashian is dating Pete Davidson now, huh? Isn't that more important? Shouldn't we be talking about Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian? Let me know in the chats. What do you think's more important? Is it Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson visiting Staten Island and going to Disneyland together? Or is it the Omicron variant? Which one should get more news? And you'll be surprised to find out which one does. But I would not do bad news without some good news, okay? There is a bunch of good news to talk about. First off, El Salvador buys the dip. They were not shaken. This is from yesterday. They saw the dip and they said, Daddy likey, me want to lick my lips and get some more of that Bitcoin. Let's go. So this is great. This is just long-term bullish news that countries like El Salvador see the long-term growth potential of Bitcoin. And so they're saying to themselves, yeah, let's go. I like the taste. I want a little bit more of that. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I might as well just, I know. Let's go, Brittany. Come on. We we got to drive inflation up, and Britney Spears is behind the wheel as she's driving that inflation up. Michael Saylor bought 7,000 more Bitcoin, $414 million. What's really crazy about this is this single man and this company is buying more Bitcoin than this country. Wow. Okay. Talk about leading the charge on things and maybe a sign of things to come, More institutional investors, countries are starting to buy in, and they are unshaken by this recent dip. A lot of great long-term bullish news that just, December, the pie in the sky, hopes for December have been completely washed. But 2020 looks awesome. Okay. So everyone, New Year's, champagne glasses. We're going to put this year behind us. And we're going to dive headfirst into new all-time highs in 2020. That's what this is telling me, Bitcoin miners say they're helping to fix the broken Texas electric grid, and Ted Cruz agrees. This is more long-term bullish news that, not only are these miners in it for the long haul, they're building these big facilities to mine Bitcoin, but they're also repairing Texas's crumbling electric grid. So that means they're really in it for the long haul. Not only are they going to drink from that electric pipe now, and in the near future, but they also are seeing the prospects of fixing it long term so that they can continue to drink from that pipe moving forward. So this is just more awesome news. What crash? What crash? Crash? This cryptocurrency replaced Dogecoin and Shiba as a top 10 coin. Spoiler alert, it's Terra Luna. We talked about it in the intro. A coin to keep your eye on. I would not necessarily run out and buy some now because it's hitting new all-time highs. You don't want to buy a coin when it's at new all-time highs, but put it on your list. It is seriously shown us what's up, left, down, right, and center, and we should be seriously considering it for a buy once it starts to tap its resistance levels in the near term. Same with Polygon and Ethereum. Wowie wee wow. And this is a very interesting piece of news here. Facebook unbans Bitcoin ads. This is a huge boost for the crypto industry. They had banned crypto ads back in 2013 2018. Now, look at me get my dates wrong. 2013 seems like a couple years ago, right? In an effort to prohibit misleading and deceptive promotional practices. But I think that now that they're in the metaverse space, and it's going to be extraordinarily difficult to build a metaverse without some kind of NFT or blockchain interoperability, that they're like, well, we're really shooting ourselves in the foot by not selling ads for cryptocurrencies. Like, how foolish would we be if we're trying to use NFTs and have a metaverse, but we can't advertise for it? El stupido, not a good idea. So this is just awesome. I know we're living in the moment and things are horrible, and we all think the sky is falling, and it's like a new variant is just around the corner, and the world's about to end, and society's going to collapse by 2030, and there's an asteroid coming, and Mount Rainier's about to blow up, and the San Andreas Fault, and all the fun stuff. There's a war in the South Pacific, and Russia might invade Ukraine. But can you imagine, though, living in a world where we have nothing but good news? Wouldn't that be a wild time to be alive? And wouldn't that be an amazing time to own cryptocurrencies? Okay, so the rule of thumb, again, is when other people are fearful, you should be greedy. And oh my gosh, are people afraid right now? They're terrified. They're running for the hills. And I think this is the time to be accumulating. Let's just hope that we have better times in the future. We're going to put this silly COVID thing behind us, and we dream of a brighter tomorrow where, we don't have carbon emissions going to new all-time highs. Maybe Elon Musk and all of his billionaires will go to Mars, and we won't have all those, shape-shifting lizard elites, pushing the oil narrative and getting us to consume as much as possible. We can build a better world one day. And that will be the dream on the horizon of tomorrow. So keep your chins up, guys. Buy in the dip, diamond hand, when and where possible, and do not sell unless you have a plan. And on that note, let's dump on into the LADZ City Lounge. That's right. You're going to join me, the neighborhood fun uncle, in the LADZ City Lounge. It's past the tire fire. You're going to want to follow the railroad tracks all the way to the end, and that's where you're going to find the LADZ City Lounge, where your neighborhood fun uncle's kicking up his feet, just enjoying the day. Margaritas, sangrias, glass of wine, doobies, PCP, whatever you got. I don't care. There's no judgments here in the LADZ City Lounge. We're talking about all things LADZ City. First and foremost, if you guys are watching this video, you already know about the YouTube page. It is chock full of awesome cryptocurrency and NFT news on a regular basis. We have new shows, new content, live streams out the yang, and new clips that we're going to start spreading out on the market. It's just great. It's a really great time to be a part of LADZ City because it's just awesome growth potential from here. And I'm super stoked on where we're going to go from here. We've got some plans on the horizon. Want to get some giveaways, and I've got some giveaways I'm gonna tease leading up here in a minute. But the real gem in the LADZ City space is the Discord. You want to be a part of this Discord. Everyone who is watching this YouTube video and you don't know about the Discord, get in here. You're going to want to go to LADZ.city. Hop on into the Discord. You'll find the links to all the sugary sweet goodness. But on that note, what I like to do, speaking of the Discord, is I like to skim on through the Discord every now and then. I'm not as active as I want to be, but I make sure to go through there on a regular basis to see who's the most LADZ City lad the lads got to offer. Who's the person in the community who's the most encouraging, who's always saying fun stuff, who's contributing not only in the main chat, but also in the event chats, is there the whole time whenever an event takes place, doesn't just show up for the beginning, try to get a couple airdrops and jumps right out. This person is there the whole time, shooting the S and having good times. Who is it? Who is it? I've waited long enough. Who is the person who won this week? Well, it's Kim Sanity. Kim Sanity, I saw you everywhere in the Discord having a blast, shooting gifts, and telling people what's up, and I love it. So thank you so much for being such a encouraging, contributing member of the LAD City Network. Thank you so much for being you. And I'm gonna, give you a shout out. Anyone who wants to be the LAD City Lad of the Week, all you gotta do is just be a contributing member of the space on a regular basis. I take notice, and I will give you a shout out on the channel. I will airdrop you some tokens in the Discord. I will make sure to do that public announcement in the Discord as soon as I wrap up this live stream. But a piece of news I've been working on in the background for a little while now is my NFTs. I have made a whole batch of NFTs. I call these my Fun Uncle League Loungers, okay? These are people who lounge with a competitive speed. These are, I've got 200 different NFTs with flavors and colors and designs and fabrics, all with the tropical, retired, lounge enthusiast theme in mind. Now, this is not just an NFT for NFT's sake, okay? I have a lot of unlockable content inside of each one of these NFTs. So not only will you get a copy of my first book, Fun Uncle, Common Sense for the Greater Good, you can get a paperback version of that book on Amazon right now. But if you buy one of my NFTs, I will give you a digital copy for free. But that's not all, okay? For everyone who holds one of these NFTs, I want you to send me an email. And again, I will do a more formal release of this in the future, okay? But you will send me an email with a confirmation of this pineapple, right? Of this Fun Uncle League Lounger. And then I will enter you into a raffle. And then every week on this show, I will be announcing a winner, and I will be giving out $100 in Ethereum to a winner every single week, okay? But that's not all. Inside of the unlockable content, I've made a bunch of unlisted YouTube videos. You cannot find those links anywhere else but within the unlockable content of these NFTs. Inside of those videos, I put a bunch of riddles, all right? If you solve all of those riddles, send me an email with the answers. There's a $500 prize pool for those, for the first person who solves all of those riddles. And these aren't just simple riddles, okay? They're a cipher. You have to decode the cipher. Then you have to decode the riddle. There are 5 of them. And moreover, if you continue to hold these NFTs, you will get airdropped the second edition NFTs whenever I come out with those. And those second edition NFTs will also have unlockable content with another set of riddles with another prize pool within those. And so this is just my way of giving back to the community, and most importantly, paying you back for buying the NFT. What I'm literally saying here is, like, if you buy one of these NFTs, I'm paying you back. It's within the raffle. I am paying you back for buying it. You just gotta buy one, hold, watch the show every Sunday, Fun Uncle, 1 p.m. on the LADZ City Network, and I will be announcing a winner. This is not launched yet. I decided to prolong the launch because of the most recent dump in the crypto markets. I was like, this is not a good time to start promoting or selling an NFT, but I will maybe push this off into January, build out some more of the riddles. But you guys, as my lads, are basically getting the alpha news on this, okay? I'm getting y'all a little bit of sweet news ahead of the game. You're learning about it here first. So the Fun Uncle League Loungers is a new NFT I've put together just as a way to give back to this community, to keep engaging with you guys, to give you some more loot to drop in the Discord, etc., etc. So just keep your eyes out for that. The next piece of news, this is maybe the most important piece of news that I have, is the Hustle and Flow Chart podcast. Hustle and Flow, not chart podcast is going to be tomorrow. All right. So make sure you check this out. Matt Wolf and Joe Evolved. You got to check this show out. These guys are really good. They make me look like an uncle. Okay. They make me look bad. And that's what I love about them, is we have these new content creators on the show that really have an awesome program for you to check out. So if you watch this show, you definitely want to check this one out, okay? And then tell me which one's better. There's a competition. There's blood on the line. We got pink slips we're laying out. No, I'm messing with you guys. These guys are freaking awesome, and I look up to them, and I have so much to learn from these two. And other than that, I'm basically like riggedy wrapped with content right now. I've rushed on through all that business. I was so excited to do a live show that I have just like shot through all of my content in a record pace. All I can really do now is just take a look at the markets with you one last time. It's just kind of surprising the way it just is defiantly moving up. Bitcoin's flat, but Ethereum, I'm just kind of like, okay, all right. You know, I like when I saw this dip happen here, I was just like, okay, that's it. You know, we're going back down. But then we're just like, no, you know, the volume's there. People are buying it up. You know, we're actually forming some like temporary resistance lines, it looks like, in the short term. But I really think the conversation is going to be what happens Monday, you know. Monday, there's going to be some FUD or something that's going to, I don't know what. And so we just have to, you know, brace for that, have a plan, and, you know, keep your head on a swivel, guys. You know, life's pretty good for us. You know, we have money to lose. We're ahead of the game. We're in the markets early. For those of you watching this video, you're also in the NFT space too. So you all are on the sharpest end of the cutting edge of this Web3 movement that's coming. And so I think at times like this, when we're all down a lot of money, like we're all down 20, 30%, right? We have to then just, you know, take a deep breath and realize how lucky are we to have problems like this. We're living indoors. We have, you know, income to spend on, you know, speculative assets like this. And so life's pretty good for us. What do we got in the chat right here? Jason, is it weird to add a fun uncle screenshot as my... Yeah, ooh, no, it's not weird at all. Maybe if you hit me up in the DMs, I'll give you something special. You know, something to really remember me by. I do want to give, some shout outs to everybody in the chat. Guys, thank you so much for being here. And thanks so much for being a part of the LADZ City community. The usual suspects, as always. I got to make sure Kim Sanity knows in the Discord that she's one or he's one. Kim goes both ways. That could be a man's name too. I don't know. I don't see gender. I only see lads. That's all I see. Thanks so much for being here. Does anyone have any questions in the chat before I give this a ribbity wrap? Or is everyone ready just to kick up their feet, watch some football, and daily cost average the dips? Let me know if you like the content. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, give me a thumbs down. I love my thumbs either way. I'll take my thumbs as I gets them, okay? And hit me up in the Discord if you want a special screenshot of yours truly. Other than that, I'm a mover, I'm a shaker. I'm always talking fast and moving and kissing babies and shaking hands and doing my best to deliver amazing content to you guys all at the same time. Ooh, lucky shot. Ooh, shoot lucky. Lucky shoot? Shoot lucky? You know what? I got the Seahawks playing today. I really hope they can turn it around, but I'm not feeling good, you know. And even if we lose out this season, we don't even get a first-round pick. So things are not looking good long-term for the Seahawks. I think Russell Wilson's got it wrapped over. In a wife beater? No, I respect women too much to do something like that. And how weird is it that we have an item of clothing called a wife beater? You know, why can't we just call it a tank top? Like, we've called it a wife beater. That's like saying, like, yeah, my pants are child stranglers. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we do that? Yeah, my shoes are racist. Like, why would we do that? Why do we keep calling it that? That's cracking me up that we even still do that in this modern era of cryptocurrencies. We're still beating wives. Come on now. But no, I won't, because the Hawaiian shirts are so freaking comfortable and they wick moisture very nice and they've got a great fabric. Say what? Word? No, man, I'm all natural under here, man. I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you that way. That's it. I keep with my mic covering up. I got nothing under here. I'm completely naked, no pants either. I'm just wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I'm fanny cocking it, or I'm Fred Flintstoning this thing. Right? Oh man, you guys are fun. Thanks so much for being here. I think I should just wrap it up. Leave you wanting more. The old Romeo and Juliet tale. You know what I'm saying? Leave the fans wanting more. Thank you so much for coming out to my first live episode here on the LADZ City Network. I will keep doing more of this content in the future. You can check me out Sundays, 1 p.m. here on the LADZ City Network. Thanks, y'all.